Hello there! Good morning! Naisipan ko lang mag-research about solo parents today because I, for one, has a daughter with a child, and that she's asking what are the benefits of a solo parent. Now, I'm going to read the article that I have searched. Solo parents have been granted additional benefits as Republic Act 11861 or the expanded Solo Parents Welfare Act lapsed into law on June 4 without the signature of President Duterte. Republic Act 11861 amended Republic Act 8972 providing for benefits and privileges to solo parents and their children. The new law expands the definition of solo parents to include spouses or any family member of overseas Filipino workers who are in the low semi-skilled category and are away from the Philippines for an uninterrupted period for 12 months. The law also directs the Department of Social Welfare and Development to develop a comprehensive package of social protection services that includes temporary shelter, counseling, legal advice and assistance, and medical care, among others. Under Republic Act 11861, solo parents who earn a minimum wage and below are entitled to a monthly cash subsidy of 1,000 pesos, while solo parents earning 250,000 pesos annually are entitled to a 10% discount and exemption from the value-added tax on baby's milk, food, and micronutrient supplements, sanitary diapers, duly prescribed medicines, vaccines, and other medical supplements from the birth of the child until 6 years of age. The law also requires the prioritization of solo parents, particularly solo mothers, in re-entering the workforce and their children in apprenticeships, scholarships, livelihood training, and other poverty alleviation programs of the government. It also grants solo parents a 7-day parental leave with pay regardless of employment status. It also provides scholarship programs for solo parents and a full school scholarship for one child of a solo parent in institutions of basic, higher, and technical vocational skills education. The law likewise provides automatic coverage under the National Health Insurance Program being administered by the Philippine Insurance Corporation, with premium contributions to be paid by the national government. Simplified adoption. Meanwhile, Senator Grace Poe welcomed the final set of the implementing rules and regulations, the IRR, of the Domestic Administrative Adoption and Alternative Child Care Act, or the Simplified Adoption Law, Republic Act 11642. Co-graced the ceremonial signing of the IRR at the Manila Diamond Hotel on Tuesday, which coincides with the 40th day since her adoptive mother, Susan Roses, passed away on May 20. There is a milestone in our shared aspiration to ensure the best interest and future of our children, said Poe, co-author and co-sponsor of the landmark Law of Child Care. By simplifying the process of adoption while according utmost protection for the child, we strengthen the ties that bind deserving parents and children longing for a home, Poe added. Republic Act 11642 provides for simpler and inexpensive domestic administrative adoption proceedings and streamlines services for alternative child care. I also have questions and answers here. Number 1 question is, what benefits do solo parents get? On top of leave privileges under existing laws, solo parents will be granted a 7-day parental leave with pay regardless of employment status. Solo parents will also be given priority in a telecommuting program. What is Solo Parent Welfare Act? The Solo Parents Welfare Act of 2000 declares that it is the policy of the state to promote the family as the foundation of the nation, strengthen its solidarity, and ensure its total development. The law calls for the development of a comprehensive package of services for solo parents to address their needs. How do I claim single parent benefits in the Philippines? The process goes this way. Register to website qceservices.quezoncity.gov.ph using your personal email address. Fill out the form properly to register and submit. Accomplish sectoral information. Upload documentary requirements for solo parents. The application will be reviewed by solo parent approvers, bar social workers. Number 6. Wait for an email to be sent regarding the solo parent ID application. Applicant will be receiving an email to schedule an appointment with social workers, interview and assessment. Make online appointment at the qceservices.quezoncity.gov.ph website SSDD page. Present the reference number for verification of the schedule. Come to SSDD second floor solo parent section on your appointment date and time for your interview and assessment. Once approved, the application install the Q Citizen application in Play Store, App Store to get the digital ID, or contact person, the Youth Development Officer in your city. For new applicants, number 1 requirement is accomplish the application form. Number 2, one-piece recent 2x2 ID picture, white background. Number 3, original barangay certificate or solo parent. Number 4, birth certificate of minor child or children, Xerox copy. Number 5, medical certificate or PWD ID if spouse or child or children is PWD. Number 6, any of the following: photocopy of death certificate of spouse if widow or widower, affidavit, circumstances of being a solo parent. Number 9, copy of filed pending petition for annulment of marriage or legal separation, copy of certificate of detention or court order if spouse partner is in prison, DSWD foster care license for foster parent. For legal guardian, accomplish application form. original barangay certificate for solo parent, one-piece recent 2x2 ID picture, birth certificate of minor child or children, Xerox copy, birth certificate of minors, parent or guardian, Xerox copy, barangay blatter, affidavit of guardianship, any of the following: death certificate of minors' parents, or copy of certificate of detention or court order if minor parents is jailed. Who are qualified as solo parent in the Philippines? Parents left solo or alone with the responsibility of parenthood due to the following circumstances: death of spouse is detained or is serving sentence for a criminal conviction for at least 1 year, physical and or mental incapacity of spouse as certified by public medical practitioner. Who is a solo parent in the Philippines? Solo parent is any individual who falls under any of the following categories: a woman who gives birth as a result of rape and other crimes against chastity, even without a final conviction of the offender, provided that mother keeps and raises the child. Another question: what support is available for single mothers? Accept help from relatives and friends willing to lend a hand for time out. Babysitting and school runs. Suggest a swap arrangement with another parent so you can take it in turns to look after each other's children. Suggest a regular evenings babysitting by a trusted relative or friend. Who is eligible for single parent pension? You may qualify for the parenting payment if you are single and care for at least one child aged under 8 years. You have a partner and care for at least one child aged under 6 years. What is the difference of solo parent and single parent? Solo moms say that they have no co-parent at all. They are single moms by choice, or their kids or other parents and otherwise not at all in the picture. Single moms are all other unmarried moms. When can solo parent privilege be terminated? Changes in the status and family situation of a solo parent, such as marriage or the concerned parent is no longer left alone with the responsibility of parenthood, shall lead to termination of parent leave privileges. However, the termination shall be without prejudice to reapplication should circumstances warrant. How many days to get solo parent ID? According to the Department of Social Welfare and Development, the solo parent ID will be issued after 30 days from the date of filing. Are solo parents exempted from tax? Solo parents will also be eligible for tax amnesty and a basic personal exemption for individual income tax amounting to 50,000 pesos, in addition to the existing exemption that a single parent may claim for his or her dependent child or children. What are the category of solo parent? Solo parent is any individual who falls under any of the following categories: a woman who gives birth as a result of rape and other crimes against chastity, even without a final conviction of the offender, that the mother keeps and raises the child or children. Who is the author of the Solo Parents Welfare Act? Gloria Macapagal Arroyo are principal authors of House Bill 2658, expanding the coverage and granting additional benefits to solo parents under Republic Act 8972, otherwise known as the Solo Parents Welfare Act of 2000. What are the needs and problems of solo parents? Although single-parent family has its benefits, it can have the following disadvantages: having less money, spending less quality time, work overload and multitasking, negative feelings, disciplining your children, behavioral problems, relationship problems, clinging to your child. How are single parents affected financially? The financial challenges of single parenting can lead to debt and late payments, and both can damage credit scores. Poor credit, in turn, makes it challenging to rent or buy a home or secure a lower interest loan that would help with getting out of debt. How do single mothers manage financially? Planning for the unexpected is an essential part of how to survive financially as a single mom. Put money aside every month. You should ideally use 20% of your income for savings or any debt repayment. Only use your savings for emergencies. Always keep your emergency fund topped up. What should a single mom do? Positive strategies. Show your love. Remember to praise your child. Create a routine structure such as regularly scheduled meals and bedtimes. Help your child know what to expect. Find quality child care. Set limits. Don't feel guilty. Take care of yourself. Lean on others and stay positive. Is solo and single the same? Defining single as one being in a significant sexual romantic relationship has problems too, because of the negative associations with the word single. We often use solo. Over half of all unmarried people live with family, friends, or roommates. They may live solo, but they are not without relationships. What is Republic Act 10165 all about? Republic Act number 10165, or otherwise known as Foster Care Act of 2012, it is an act to strengthen and propagate foster care for abused, abandoned, neglected, and other children with special needs, providing appropriations therefore and for other purposes. How do I get my DSWD Solo Parent ID? Certification from Barangay Captain indicating your status as solo parent, application form provided by DSWD, supporting documents such as declaration of nullity or marriage, certificate of no marriage, SINUMAR, death certificate of spouse, or medical certificate as a proof of mental incapacity if incapacitated. What are the 4 types of single parents? The most common different types of single parents are: number 1, divorced parents; number 2, widowed parents; number 3, non-married parents who split up; number 4, parents who are single by choice. What are the greatest challenges for single parents? The top 5 problems single mothers face in society. 1. Work-life challenges. Parenting has never been harder. Number 2, guilt, blame, and responsibility. Most single mothers are utterly sick of the motherhood and guilt rhetoric, especially working single mothers. Number 3, emotional challenges. Number 4, financial strain. Another one is limited time and fatigue. parenting a social issue? The increasing number of children residing in single-parent households often has been linked to many of the nation's most serious social problems, including delinquency, teenage pregnancy, and welfare dependency. In fact, it is widely believed that single-parent families represent a risk factor for children. Are single mothers lonely? In fact, a recent study by a single parenting support app reported that 96% of respondents reported feelings of loneliness as a single parent, and another study found that incidences of prolonged feelings of loneliness were far more common for single parents than for caregivers in other households. What benefits can single mothers claim? You might also qualify for benefits if you're now a lone parent and your children or child live with you all or most of the time. These include income support, income-based job seekers allowance, income-related employment and support allowance, child tax credit, working tax credit, and housing benefits. Does solo parent ID expire? The ID card will be valid for 1 year, and so are the benefits attached to it. Okay, those are the questions that I have picked for the solo parents today. I hope I have helped in some points. You can just read more about solo parents or single parents on Google. I will put the link below for you to read and study more. Thank you so much for watching. See you on my next video. God bless. Keep smiling. Bye.